Hey everybody, STUDmuffin here. Hope you guys are all having a wonderful evening, a blessed day. And if you're new to the channel, thanks for dropping by. We appreciate you being here. I was just checking this out. Yo, look at Carthage. I know that the Scipii just landed in Carthage. We're doing the Julii Roman campaign, as you see, part 13. But I was just looking down here. Scipii just took Carthage, but I started scrolling. Look at all these armies from Carthage. Holy cow. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 full stacks, and then this city has a full stack. 9. Holy cow, dude. 9 full stacks of army. That's insane to me. And of course, they've taken over all of Africa. But yeah, that's insane. Oh my goodness. And there's more. Look at all these armies over here. Holy cow, dude. That is insane. That is a lot of armies from Carthage. And of course, they have more up in Spain where I'm at. I'm up here. I'm about to take Saguntum here. But there's another full stack here. Which the biggest thing about the Spain armies here is there's a mid stack here. But so the Spanish stacks, any troops that Carthage recruits from Spain here are going to be less valuable than the troops down here, or lower tier, lower upgraded. Because Spain, they do not have as much recruitment capabilities as they do in Africa. But I'm not as worried about what I'm dealing with right now. As long as Carthage doesn't send any of his armies across to deal with us, we should be fine. I'm hoping them having to deal with Scipii here should distract them from sending anybody to deal with me. Let's get into this battle though. As you see, we've got a decent stack here. They're pre-Marian troops. We've still got a few armies that are pre-Marian until they are completely, pretty much, unable to continue on. We will just ban them at that point, but we'll use the pre-Marian troops as long as we can, get as much value out of them as we can, of course. Okay, I might use the mercenary Peltis, but I don't think I'm going to use any of the other mercenaries. I don't even know if he's going to have any men toward the front. Does not look like it. That being the case, let's just drop these rams. I don't need any more than just the ram for the city gate at that point. That'll be a lot less I'll have to worry about repairing once I take the city, if I don't damage the walls any more than just the gateway. Let's get our mercenary Peltis up and then follow behind with the Velites. There we go. I'm busting through the walls here. Got all my Peltis up in formation. I don't know if he's going to send any of his men up, but if he does, they will be prepared. Looks like he is sending some men up. Hopefully the missiles take out the majority of them. Getting some good kills in here. There's some Iberian infantry, some medium spearmen, unit of long shield cav. That's about it. Gonna get some good missile kills here, hopefully. If I can just kill everything with missiles, not have to worry about anything else, that would be ideal. Let's send some Principes up here. Actually, let's just send all of them up if we can. Do something like that, maybe. Here we go. Run them up. If I can get my Principes in range to throw their Pila, that'll be a lot of missiles. I can take full advantage of that if possible. There we go. Oh yeah. They're running back and forth, dodging my Pila, which is unfortunate. There we go. Principes getting some long shield cav kills over here. Beautiful. They're pretty much all but wiped. I wonder if I take this one unit of Principe here and run him in, if it'll trigger everything else. Beautiful. Got some good kills there. These guys are coming back through. That's the thing about enemy AI. They just run back and forth in front of the walls constantly. After you've broken the gates or a section in the wall, you can just pelt them with your archers, your Peltis, slingers, etc. Just take full advantage of them running back and forth. The less melee engagements you take, the less casualties you take. I think I'll actually take all my Principes that have Pila left and move them straight into the city like this. If I can do this, I'll run, make it quick. Hopefully they can get lined up and in position in time to throw Pila. Doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Okay, yeah, they're running back. This might happen then. Come on, get in position there. Okay, just attack then. All right, now line up. Go, go, go. Here we go. See if we can get some good Pila kills in here now. They are going to run up in range, hopefully. Looks like. Here we go. They're almost in range. There we go. Yeah. That's the last volley. Charge in. I got some town militia too, looks like. Okay, I've got one unit of Velite. Do I have anything else to throw at? Not typically. Let's just get over here. Something like this. If I can hit these guys from behind, I will. They're getting in position now. There we go. Throw. Can you reach? Not quite in range. If you run, yeah, you'll be in range now. There we go. A couple little throws there. Okay. We'll let it postpone for now. Let's run our mercenary peltas in and our velites in. Then we'll get all of our principes up. Let's just run them in. I don't think that triggered them. I think we're safe for now. Let's turn off of fire at will. Let's get all of our principes up. Position like so. Okay, now that they're in position, everybody attack. I'm gonna get all of my peltas in position here. Might be too late. I think it's too late, yeah. These guys are getting wrecked too fast for me to get my peltas up to assist. They're just completely wiped there. Didn't even need my peltas there. Nice. 72 casualties. Not bad. All right, here's the thing. Should we exterminate? Should we take it? If I'm only able to exterminate 6,000, then they really don't have that much population to begin with. So I should probably occupy. Yep. And then I could do that voice crack though. 250 to, okay, it's not going to go up anymore. Maybe highways. I don't have a lot of corruption. For now, since I don't have a lot of sea trade going, I'm going to build an arena, then I'll do a shipwright. Let's recruit one town watch, or retrain the hoplites. Oh, I can finally get some archers. Never mind. Let's train up archer auxilia then. That's a for sure thing. Some archers in the army would do really well. Okay, let's end the turn. We were attacked by this Gallic army, thank goodness. I did not want them to avoid me and go down and besiege one of my other settlements. Now, I do have 10 command stars here. That's insane. 10 command stars. That's going to give me extra attack. I think extra morale too, if I remember correctly. But already my archers are strong. And then add these command stars, I'm probably just going to be able to wipe everything with my missiles before they're even able to really do anything. I don't hardly have any infantry in this army at all. So my main priority right now is to just use what infantry I do have as a meat shield and let my missiles get all the kills, pretty much. That's the plan. As you can see, these are the Darthmod version of the Archer Auxilia for Rome, the post-Marian Reform Archer. Sick unit. As you know, the Julii, their colors are a little bit more contrasted with brighter red. There's minor differences in the color differential between the different Roman factions, but these guys are pretty sick. I love them. They have a lot of good stats. I mean, with my upgrades already, they're just brutal. I mean, they get that long-range missile bonus, so that's very helpful. There we go. Archer auxilia are already firing. Let's turn our infantry on fire at will. Oh man, I accidentally didn't select those guys. That's okay. Here we go. Let's get our general up, of course. Now we shall get all of our cav up. Well, we can't. They got the warband there. Nice. Triarii are engaged. Let's do fire missiles. Why not? Turn these guys on flaming. Beautiful. Get all my cav up in position. Charge. Now get all my cav up. I'll use the mercenary cav to get some of these route kills. Let's do something like this. Get all my equites up here. Throw some missiles in from behind. Chase the chosen swordsman. Charge from the rear. Boom. There's a route. Route those last guys. There we go. Killed the general. That should be all. Nice. I'll route these guys and I'll be right back. There we go. That's the battle. Not bad, not bad. I was attacked by another Gallic army, which was part of the garrison here in Samar Briva. What do they got? They're pretty upgraded troops. Not bad, not bad. I've got 5 command stars. So that'll help me out a lot, him not having a general on top of that. His general is probably the only thing he left in the garrison. Alright, let's sally forth just like this. I like my formation here. They are on a slope here. If we can rush up there, beat them to the punch, and I should be able to get some good slope bonus damage when I charge. Am I going to be able to make it in time? I do not know if I will. It's going to be very close. He's pausing, doing a war cry. That's going to help me. As long as he doesn't charge before I get position and get some good missile kills. Okay, I'm going to get at least 1 volley. Okay, nice. He's kind of dodging around. He just landed. Okay. Guard position. Halt. Guard position. Here we go. Getting some good missile kills in. Let's get all of our cav up. Hit these skirms. He's got a lot of skirms in here. He's got Gassete. Here we go. Get all those missile kills in there. Should be able to wipe everything with what I've got. There we go. Okay. Other than you, everybody charge these guys. And you guys double back. Boom. Turn around. Don't take any casualties. Okay, come off our guard mode. Attack the heavy spears. Beautiful. Now halt. Get my general in there to get some kills. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Charge in, charge in. Get all my cav up here if I can. Okay, he's got some chosen swordsmen here. That's the only thing he's got as far as strength. As far as strength goes. Let's just charge them down the slope while we've got the slope advantage. Boom. Route them, come on, come on. I'll charge him from behind, hit him with my other equites. This should rout them. Yep, there we go. One unit hit these skirms here. You guys chase these skirms. Go, 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 go. Nice. Look at those numbers, baby. Let's go. You were attacked by the Germans. Spain's going to offer diplomacy. No. Candidate for adoption. Marcus Julius. The adoptee or the adopting candidate or the person up for adoption. Tiberius Caepio. Superior commander, drill master, true Roman, been in the wars. Marcus. Let's see Marcus here. Who is he? Right here. Yeah, I think we're going to pass on him. Placidia was born right here. Yep. All right, let's take our spy up here to the Gallic capital, Lamonum. They got the faction heir here. No crazy good traits or anything. The army outside is pretty weak. Just charge straight forward. The gates were not broken. All right, we have the spy in Samara Breva. Let's go ahead and besiege it with Manius here. Gates were not broken there either. Probably not going to need more than... I'm only going to need one ram there as well. Got Vibius here. We're going to send over to Adotica. We are close to besieging it. Let's send my spy up. Not going to be able to reach it that turn. Okay, let's send Caius Aquilius over to Iridium. Does Dacius have a surgeon? He does. Let's go ahead and give him the surgeon. Then we'll put him right back into the city. That's crazy. He increases the city's income by 1,000 just being in the city. That's crazy. Now that we have all of our Roman cav, let's take them up to Batavium. Continue to train another Praetorian. Let's send our Auxilia over. Send our spy for that army as well. I don't think I have a spy for it yet. We'll make another spy for the armies down below. Maybe 2 more spies. Actually, I can't right now. Start training up more military. Boom, boom, boom. Let's train up another archer auxilia for Marcus's army, of course. Looks like the Carthaginian army is coming my way, but I'll have that extra unit of archer. We're trained up by the time they get to me. That'll be all I need. Okay, we were besieged by this German army, so let's go ahead and fight them off. Okay, I'm going to take my mercenaries and I'm going to charge the rear of these spear warband. I'll try to rush them if I can, get them to turn around, pick off one unit of spear warband with just these few bit of mercenaries if I can. Yep, I was able to slow them down. Okay, let's run over. Run in from behind. There we go. Just my total of 26 gladiators are going to take out this whole entire unit of 200 men. That's how powerful these guys are with upgrades. Look, already gold chevron 1. They're going to get hit from behind. Turn around and charge the axemen then. They're going to start taking casualties, of course. The axemen are down to 160. These Velite, or what are they? Yeah, Velite gladiators are doing well. Down to 20. They're impetuous. They're not going to rout. They're probably going to fight to the death, I would assume. Down to 9 Velite gladiators. 8 Velite, 8 Murmillo. That's insane how many kills these guys have. Down to 6 Velite gladiators. The Murmillos are up to gold chevron. I mean, this is insane. These guys are crazy. I mean, they are ranked up really high and they have really good weapon and armor upgrades. But that's still insane. Gold chevron 2 for these these Velite gladiators. And same for the Murmillo. That is insane to me. Literally. I started with 26, I now have 12, but I was able to wipe out over 400 men. That is insane, dude. That is literally insane. That's crazy, dude. I was able to fully... Look at these bodies, dude. A full unit of spear warband and a full unit of axemen wiped out by 26 gladiators. That's probably close to 400 men wiped out by 26. I mean, it doesn't get any crazier than that, dude. I'm literally just going to see how far I can take this. Let's charge his cav. He doesn't act like he's going to charge me, so I'm just going to sit here and rest. All right, now that my gladiators are fresh, I'm just going to charge his cav. See how far I can get with this. So 11 gladiators versus his barbarian cav. There's 121 of them. Of course, all my gladiators have spears, so they're going to get a bonus. I wonder if I can wipe out the whole entire cav unit with just the units I have left. I've not took one casualty. Down to 95. I've wiped 30 already. I lost one just now. One Velite. Okay, there they go. Down to 4 Murmillos. 2 Murmillos. Down to 70 cav. And that's it. I was able to wipe out that whole entire half of that cav unit. That's insane. Oh, man. Oh, that's awesome. All right, now that we have my men in position, are these the Roman cav? Yeah, these are the Roman cav. They favor the Velites a lot, or the Equites a lot. They favor them a whole lot. There we go. Getting a lot of these guys to charge in. Axemen are charging in. Charge with the Equites. Roman cav are going to come over and charge from behind. Alright, now I'm going to take the rest of my Principes, charge straight forward at their spears, lock them in place. Come on, cav, what are you doing? Charge from them from behind. If I can speak. There we go. Oh yeah. My general up there. Equites up. My Principes up. Equites charge the... Okay, so the general's going to rout then. Okay. There we go. Charge from the rear. There we go. Should be a rout right here. They're holding on. There we go. Beautiful.
The enemy's hearts are full of fear, and now they flee.
That's the battle. His cav retreated, but I was able to wipe out half of it with the gladiators. They've got a little small army here with chosen axemen. That's where the chosen axemen went. I'm curious. I want to get my spy down here and check this guy out. Okay, trash troops in his army. Fair enough. Let's retrain up my cav. Create another unit of Roman cav. I've got 2 more turns on this army barracks, then I'll be able to train legionaries. I'll then merge all my Principes and my Triarii. I'll be sending Archer Auxilia as well as Auxilia here. 2 units apiece. Probably train up 6-8 units of legions. Send up to Reichenau. And then I'll have my cav trained up here as well. That should replace any lost men there in that army. So far, I've got my commander I just dropped off in the ships here. Caius Aquilius, he's going to go into the, or post up outside the capital, as well as Caius here. We'll be training them up legionary armies. And then we got Herennius here. His army is almost complete. We just need a couple more, about 3 more units of Praetorians, I would assume. And then from there, he'll be moving out to go to Segestica here. And then once he hits Segestica, then I'll be able to take Amulius out of his post with this Primarian army and head down to Ambracia. And then I've got my boy Quintus up here in Reichenau, training his legionary army up. He'll be probably moving eastward to Dame, or however you pronounce it. And then we've got Vibius here about to besiege Adotica. Over here, we've got Manius about to besiege, or about to take Samara Breva. And then we've got Lucius here besieging Lemonium, or Lemonum. And the last Gallic city after that will be Condit Redonum. And the Gauls will be wiped. And then we can head up to Britain. So then and down below here, we've got Marcus here. He'll be heading down to Acre Luque. And we'll probably send, I would assume, Lucius down to assist him. Or something like that. How many turns does Lucius have? Yeah, he's about to die. What about the family tree here? Lucius, his family members. Where is Lucius here? Okay, so Marcellus should be of age in order to take over Lucius's army. Marcellus at 16, Lucius, yeah. I'll probably just send Lucius down because he hasn't got much time left to live anyway. We'll send him down to assist Marcus, and his son, Lucius's son, should take over his army. I might need a third army in Spain. I'm not for sure yet. Probably not, though, because there's still a couple rebel settlements. So I'm not worried about too many different fronts. But once I train up Caius's army and Caius's army, there's two of them. Once I train up their armies, then I'll be able to send them across to Illyria on down and into northern Africa to try to halt the Scipii expansion to prevent a bigger threat once the Civil War starts. Or I could send one of them to help out eastward. I'm not for sure. I'll figure it out. But anyway, if you guys have enjoyed up till now, there should be, unless I haven't uploaded it yet, there should be the next part of this campaign below, and then Rome Total War advice over here. And if you want more campaign content, I've got playlists in the description. Until next time, love you guys. God bless. Bye.